Welcome to my review and breakdown of Dragon Ball Daima, Episode 10, Ocean. In the first Demon Realm, Majin Ku challenges Tamagami 1 with Dr. Renzu looking on. Ku uses a lot of ridiculous attacks, but Tamagami 1 easily blocks and deflects everything. Back at Warp Sama, Goku and his team consider traveling to the first Demon Realm, but Goku reminds them that either way they'll still need to go to the second for the Dragon Ball, so they stick to the original plan. Goku also laments about being worried about Dende. On Vegeta's ship, Bulma is swooning over how young she looks as a kid, obviously foreshadowing to Super and potentially what might happen to her before the end of Z. Piccolo comments that with Dende being a baby, the Dragon Balls are going to be stone for a while and be useless. Confirming that they have no choice but to get the Demon Dragon Balls, I'm assuming the Namekian Balls are still unavailable due to the Buu Saga wishes. Hybis comments on Puma's skin and how he's going to make her his girlfriend. Vegeta goes off on Hybis, and Hybis basically says that's not a problem. She can have a husband as well. I love Hybis. He's hilarious. Hybis then cracks a joke on Vegeta's hair. Vegeta comments on being tired of being a child. Bulma suggests that he wished to be an adult on his own so she can enjoy her youth, but Vegeta gets pissed again and says that she's turning back as well. And Hybis suggests that it's because Vegeta likes big boobs. Piccolo notes that Vegeta's non-denial must make it a true statement. Back at Demon Rail 1, Majin Ku is getting tossed around like a rag doll. He continues to try to hit Tamagami 1 and everything he has to no avail. In Demon Realm 2, the air is thinner, so the ship is traveling much faster. Goku and Kaioshin discuss how he hasn't been there in years and wonders about the Kraken. Glorio confirms the Krakens are still in the water, but as long as they don't fly too low, they should be fine. Just then, the group is attacked by the gendarmerie, and they dodge and weave, but they are shot and start going down. Goku tells Glorio to open the hatch so he can get out. In a scene that's reminiscent of the old Red Ribbon Army arc, Goku goes to work, jumping and flying, and destroys all the ships with strikes from his power pole, as well as ki blasts. Goma and Degasu are shown watching, and they can't believe how powerful Goku still is. Goma then demands that all the gendarmerie come to the first demon realm. Goku gets back on the ship, but with all the commotion that has been caused, they're flying too low, and now they wake up the Kraken. The Kraken grabs the ship and begins shooting ink at them. Goku instructs everyone to leave, but Pansy forgets the Dragon Ball and goes back in after it. The Kraken is crushing the ship, and Pansy is trapped. Goku flies down to save her and just manages to pull it off before she's eaten along with the ship. And Pansy was lucky enough to save the Dragon Ball. With no ship, the gang continues their journey flying. However, Pansy is falling behind, so the gang suggests that they rest on the planet that the Namekians to call home. Goku comments how the planet looks like Planet Namek that he visited. Kaioshin mentions how the Namekians take the trees with them to new locations. This would explain why Namek, New Namek, and now this planet all look very similar. Goku is hungry, so he decides to test out a revive bug. It restores his stamina, but only partially fills his belly. Goku then senses Vegeta and flies off to meet the gang and warn them about the Kraken. Bulma asks Piccolo about the location, and he confirms that he's never lived here, only that his father did. And again, this is not Piccolo's father as in Piccolo Daimo, because you have to remember that Piccolo is a reincarnation of Piccolo Daimo. So technically they're the same person. And of course, Kami and Daima were two halves of the same person. So when they all come together, it's that one Namekian who was the child of Katas. And Katas is the father that Piccolo is referencing. Goku shows up and warns them to fly higher, and he confirms that the Kraken is too strong for him and Vegeta after one attacks their ship. And this is a crazy statement because remember, Goku and Vegeta are post Majin Buu arc at this point. And even if Goku is factoring in the fact that they're, slightly weaker and still learning to access their full powers in the demon realm, this puts that Kraken at a level above the original Fat Buu that showed up in the arc. So that's pretty powerful. Back in Demon Realm 1, nothing Ku has done has hurt Tamagami 1 in any way, and he is forced to give up. Arenzu is disappointed in Ku and wants to fire him, but he suggests that he could still be valuable to her and help her shop. I know a lot of fans were upset when Ku was first shown off and complained about him looking like a joke. While I never had an issue with his looks, it appears that him being a joke was Toriyama's intent. Or at least he's a joke at this point in the story. That could always change, just like in the Buu saga, where Majin Buu started off very comedic in his fat form, and then that form over time became more and more terrifying. Goku assumes Piccolo lived on the planet just like Bulma did, and Piccolo explains that that is not the case, and this is where we get a major lore dump. So long ago, the good Supreme Demon King wanted to expand the Demon Realm, so he ordered the powerful Super Majin Rimus to create the universe. Rimus is the highest authority in the universe, which makes me wonder how could the Demon King order him to do anything? So Rimus creates the multiverse, and the Majins from the Demon Realm begin to travel anywhere and all across the different universes. So this is why, again, in Super, some of the universes have shared species and aliens, kind of like the way there were Namekians in multiple universes, as well as Sifurians in multiple universes. Oh, and Yardrats in multiple universes. Rymus then chose Glens to act as gods for the universe. And here we actually see Gowasu from Dragon Ball Super, as well as a lot of the other Kaioshins that were shown in Super during the Tournament of Power. So again, for all those Super is non-canon, thanks to Daima, folks. Here's Daima connecting back to Super, connecting back to all the details that we know about the Dragon Ball universe, as well as adding new details that we may not have the full picture of how they fit together, like with Rymus, as well as the good Supreme Demon King. The other Glens moved to a planet near Rymus, and later Abora limited Warp Sama travel. The Glens revolted against Abora, and Nahare officially took his title after that. Then we find out that the 5 trees that produce Glens all died out. So unless there are other trees somewhere, maybe that planet that was mentioned near Remus, there's going to be no more Glens at some point in time. So after that, the gang decides to go after the Dragon Ball. They all get in the ship and they allow Gloria to pilot the rest of the way. Right before they take off, a mysterious figure comes into frame. It's Neba. It seems that he either still lives on this planet alone where the Namekians used to live, or he was eavesdropping on the gang, or both. But that's where the episode ends. Overall, this was an enjoyable episode. Just like all the episodes in the series, there were definitely some filler elements. There were definitely some elements that you can argue felt like filler, with them losing another ship again. Again, it just reminds me of the early stages of Dragon Ball. Especially like Goku versus the Gendarmerie. Like I said, it felt like the Red Ribbon Army arc. And there's just been a lot of love for the adventure elements of Dragon Ball. The lore dump was crazy. Like I said, I can't wait to find out more information about how that connects with Zeno and the angels and all that kind of stuff. And the Gods of Destruction, I see that there are some people putting out videos trying to explain those things and trying to link those things. When the reality is we don't have a full picture of it. I think there's a lot of speculation being made about things, suggesting that Zeno could be like the equivalent of Remus or be like a descendant of Remus. We don't really know, but either way, like I said, this is a lot of cool information that's being dropped, and I can't wait to find out how it fits together. Um, but with that said, sound off in the comments below with your thoughts on the episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.